Welcome back to Franchise Hockey Manager 10 with the Pittsburgh Penguins. And now the 2029-2030 season is now in the books. We do find ourselves in first place in the Eastern Conference. We managed to get 138 points. The best thing about that is we managed to get 66 wins as well, 10 losses and 6 overtime losses, which is good enough for the record. The best part out of all of that, though, is we broke the record against Philly. So we ended up beating Philly to end up breaking the record, and it's very nice to have one on our rivals like that. But as you can see, points-wise, you had Matthews in the top four there with 111 points. Johnson has the most goals. Matthews had 50 as well, and McTavish had 47, just shy. Levi had the most wins, and between Casa and Levi, they had the highest save percentage, and even goals against was pretty low all around. So despite those 66 wins, we didn't really concede that much, and we did score a ton. But let's get a closer look at how well our players end up doing, and we can get a better idea. We have Matthews with 111 points, Johnson in second with 106, and McTavish with 96, 47 goals, almost 50 in both. Hemming also getting 78 points, 51 assists though. Bouchard with 73. Cooley, who we did acquire, I will show you that. He was the only acquisition that we ended up getting in the trade deadline. We got him. We gave up Maya, the rights to Pavin, who's pretty good actually. We'll take a look at him. 3.5. And then the other one, I hate that I always do that. The other one that I ended up doing was Bogacki, is one of the guys that we ended up grabbing. I think he was our first round pick there. And he is going to be a stellar defenseman, but we needed everything right now. So there's no point really. So we ended up getting Cooley for him and 2 first round picks. One of them being Boston's this year, which isn't going to be too great, but we did offload it, and then we got Cooley, and with us he got 15 points in 25 games, which is right around point how well he was doing throughout the season anyways, but almost a point per game is pretty good. Korchinski also getting 67 points. He is now at his full potential. 67 points in 82 games. Pearden with 63. And Hudson here with 55 as well. Jagger. Jacobson now with 45. A little bit better than last year. And the one that I'm curious about is Forsman. Forsman got 43 points in 77 games in his rookie season. He was one of the guys that we decided to bring up last minute, and good thing we did. His defensive rating is very good, his physicals are very good, his offensive is very good, and his determination's high, and everything else is kind of basic there. But just looking at now, 15 offense, 14 defense, his physical is 16 and mental's 14. So all in all, a pretty solid player, especially for his first year. Even McAvoy did pretty well. He got 37 points in 79 games. So he didn't play all of them, but still not that bad. He's more of a defensive player for us. But taking a look at, we'll look at the grades actually. Oh, it's not going to show it there. And then grade there. So Johnson was the highest grade, and then Cooley was the second. I don't know if he did that with us or with them. Coyotes was 75. So he did a little bit better on the Coyotes than us. But everyone knows that I'm a big fan of Cooley, so we decided to get him anyways. The worst one was Forsman, actually. So I'm guessing that just means that he just didn't do the assignment very well, but he still produced exactly when you need to produce. Fyodorov didn't play as much since we ended up getting Cooley, but he might end up playing just whether or not someone ends up getting hurt. And Jagger with 49. He's kind of developing a little bit, but not as good as what we'd hope. But let's take a closer look to our goalies. I did show you to before. 17 wins for Casa and 49 for Levi. So he did play in a lot more games than what he normally would have. Total 85 games. So there were a couple blowouts that someone had to step in for, but there's not much separating them. So even in the playoffs, they'd probably be pretty good depending on who we end up having. But it does kind of suck that Casa's gonna start on the bench for us, despite having a very good season. 917 for Levi, and the 267 goals against is very good. He was one away from 50. If I knew that before, I might have given him an extra shot. Only 8 losses in regulation, and then 5 losses total, so only 12. So basically 49 and 13, and Casa was only had 3 losses. That's 2 seasons in a row that he's had. My God, he's only had 4 losses in 2 years. And he played around the same amount of games too. Jeez. So we'll take a look at the awards and then let's see who we're going to end up playing for the playoffs. I'm going to guess that it's probably going to be a team in our division. So, alright, that's just scouting. So Hart, no one ends up getting it on our team. Levi nominated for the Vezina. If he does win, that'd be a very good thing. Vasilevsky, why is he even nominated? If Levi doesn't win, then this is just ridiculous. Blackwood, I mean, Blackwood's the only one closest to it. Blackwood's 44 wins. That's pretty good. And then Bouchard and Korchinski for the Norris, which is pretty good. Dolan with the Buffalo Sabres is also nominated. Calder, no one. Hess looks okay. Okay, 55 points, and then Milosh. Okay, goalie should probably win it, but they never do. And then we're at least nominated for Executive of the Year, and Pearden gets nominated for the Selke. And Ken Johnson getting Lady Bing, or nominated. All of them are nominated. Leadership, no one gets. Ted Lindsay, no one gets, and then we're also nominated for the Jack Adams as well. So we'll take a quick look at who we're going to end up playing. So it looks like we're going to play the Flyers. That is intense. So we're going to end up facing Flyers first, and let's see what we can do with that. So let's jump to that, and let's see if we can manage to beat one on our rivals right off the bat. Here's a quick look at our lineups that we've been doing throughout the season. Guentzel is now on the 4th line with Jagr and Forsman. We have Jacobson, Cooley, and Ritchie as our 3rd line. Pearden, McTavish, and Frederick as our 2nd line, and then Johnson, Matthews, and Hemming as our top line. Holland and Buskaya are going to be our bottom line for defenders. Hudson and McAvoy, and then Korchinski and Bouchard. And then in terms of the NHL, Arizona and Edmonton, that's going to be a fierce battle. I really hope Arizona wins that one. I think San Jose is going to beat Anaheim. Chicago is going to beat LA, and then Nashville somehow managed to squeak in. So I think Nashville is going to beat St. Louis. I feel as though we're going to beat our rivals. It's probably going to be, oh wow, Battle of New York. I think it's going to be Rangers, and then Detroit probably, and then Buffalo. I think that's what it's going to be. Now let's take a look at how well we did this season against them. We won 1, we lost 1 4-3. We then won it 4-3, and then we won 5-4. So everything's within a point. That's pretty crazy. So let's see if we can get the first win here. We win 7-2. That's a good start. So Guentzel, Jagr, Hudson, Korchinski, and Korchinski, Jacobson, and Korchinski again. So Korchinski getting a hat trick in this game to start it off. Insane. Chicago's also leading, like what I said. Carolina's winning as well. Edmonton's leading, and Anaheim is Ottawa as well. Do the AI again. Let's see if we can win 2 games back to back. We do 6-3. McTavish, Johnson, Holland, Cooley with the 2. Rantanen got his first on their team. Cooley got a hat trick in this game too. Jesus. Back-to-back hat tricks. How do you really follow that up? And then it's tied with Arizona. Carolina's still leading. And then Nashville's tied as well. And then it's a tie in New York as well. I just don't want to get knocked out first round. Let's see if we can manage to beat them in Philly. We do 7-5. Matthews, Johnson, Hemming. And then a bunch of penalties. And then Johnson and Pearden end up scoring at the very end. 2-1 Chicago, so I'm right about that. Ottawa's leading, so I'm kind of wrong about that. San Jose's leading as well. Let's see if we can manage to sweep them. It would be great to sweep our rivals. We do 3-2. Johnson again, and then McTavish. All showing up. So now everything looks like this. So Arizona 2-1, Chicago or San Jose 2-1, Chicago 2-1, and Blues 2-1. So I'm wrong about the Blues one, but everything else I'm right about. And then Rangers, yeah, they're leading. Carolina is leading as well. So Ottawa Center is the only one that I was wrong there. Tied for Blackhawks, and Carolina's 3-1. 3-1 for Arizona. Arizona leading would be great for us because it takes out a big competitor like Edmonton. Edmonton's one of the only teams that we're actually scared of. I guess I don't really need to do anything now. We can kind of just wait it off. 4-0, geez. So Ottawa sweeps them as well. San Jose still up 3-1. And let's see if Coyotes can manage to go through. As I say that, it's going to be Edmonton that comes back in it. The nominations, let's see. There's no one really. We're getting to a point where I guess it's going to be Eric Stahl. I think it has to be Eric Stahl. Oh my god, 3-2. LA Kings 3-2. Rangers 3-2. Tied 3-3. Oh my god, Edmonton's going to go through. Tied 3-3 New York as well, and Hurricanes. Arizona managed to take them out. Oh my god, that's great. And then Islanders. Oh my god, Islanders managed to squeak it by, and we're going to face Islanders next. Dear God. So here's what it looks like. I'm going to go with Arizona again, but between the two, I do like the potential there. Yeah, I want St. Louis to win. I don't want Chicago to win. I don't want to have to face Bedard. But I'm going to go with San Jose on that one. And then I still think we can probably beat them. And then Carolina, I think, ends up beating Ottawa there. We did have a decent amount of rest. I'm hoping that doesn't affect us at all. And regular season, 6-1 for us, 6-3 for them, 4-3 for them, and then 9-5 them. So it's split, and I mean, I don't like the chances here. Levi against Sorokin, first game 7-4. Jeez. Matthews with 2 there, McAvoy and Ritchie before Jaxon Jacobson, and then Johnson again, putting the nail in the coffin there. Arizona leads 1-0. I'm okay with. I kind of want to see Arizona make it to the finals. Chicago and Ottawa lead. See if we can get the second one at home. 4-2, so we don't. So Sears is tied, and Krasinski and Hemming are the only ones that got the points there. Yeah. You know what? Probably not the time for that, but 1-1. Chicago's up 2-0. And let's go back to... Come on, let's turn around, guys. In New York. 6-1, so we managed to at least turn around. McTavish, Holland, Johnson, and Hemming all score in the first. And then Johnson in the second, and then Cooley in the third. So good for us. We do like that. And we do lead the series. San Jose does as well. I'm okay with either one of them winning there. And then Chicago up. Let's see if we can go back home with the lead. And we don't. So the series is tied. We both get one from opposing's home. Matthews, Pearden, and that was it. But we really need to buckle down here. I don't want to go to Game 7. I just want to win the next two. Chicago leads 3-1. Ottawa leads 3-1. So no one's going to sweep anyone. And just as it is throughout the regular season, we now go home. See if we can get ahead here. We do. 4-1. McAvoy, Lam, Hemming, and Hemming getting those goals. Arizona now leads. Yes, let's go Arizona. Chicago's up and Ottawa's up. So we're going to be facing Ottawa next if we end up managing to make it through New York. Let's see. Let's get it, guys. We don't, so it's going to go back home. And Bouchard got his first and Cooley got his fifth. This is nerve-wracking. This could be it. Arizona makes it through, so we definitely want to make it through. Because we need the Cooley matchup. Alright, Game 7, guys. And we win, thank God. 5-2, Frederick, Matthews, Cooley, Hudson, and Hemming all getting goals there. And we're going to face Ottawa. So either way, we end up making it to a conference finals, so that's pretty good. That's back-to-back seasons where we end up doing that. We do face Ottawa. I'm not sure how well we did throughout the regular season with them. And we'll take a closer look. We beat them we lost against them 6-2. We lost against them 7-2, but then we beat them 10-4. This is going to be a terrible game. Terrible series already, I'm calling it. Game 1, we lose 5-1. Oh my god, Ottawa's going to beat us. Oh no, Chicago's leading too. Doesn't matter how many wins you get in the regular season if you can't win in the playoffs. Alright, let's get it back. 4-3. Probably went to overtime. Yeah, it did. Not even gonna look at who ended up getting it. I think Cooley got points there. It's tied Arizona, so both series are tied. And now we gotta clean up in Ottawa. And we do 5-1. So Ritchie, Bouchard, Ritchie again, and then Puritan and Hemming. We lead 2-1. Arizona leads 2-1. Let's go. And Sears is tied. Goes back home. Reinbacher and McTavish with the only goals there. Yeah, we just gave up in the third. We do that a lot. Managed to come back in the second, then gave up the third. Arizona looks like they're coasting to making it. Oh, I really want it to be us in Arizona. Let's see if we can win at home here. 8-5. One more win away. Ritchie, Reinbacher, McTavish, all getting goals there. And then the third is just pandemonium. Forsman, Cooley, Hemming, Ritchie, and Jacobson. That's pretty much what did it. 5 goals in the third period. So we do lead 3-2. We really need this win here. I don't want to go to back-to-back Game 7s. And Zahar's doing decent. We're not going to focus on any other distractions, except for scouting, I guess. Then Hall of Fame ballot, so 4-1. So it's going to be Arizona. Arizona in the winner of this series here. We just got to do it. All right, this one will be a little bit more fun. I'm gonna go Theo Fleury. Brent Burns kind of have to, even though he never won anything. Eric Stahl. I feel as though Carey Price we have to, but yeah, we have to do Carey Price. I don't see anyone else that I would do. Can't do Backstrom just for principle. So let's reset now. And let's see if we can win in Ottawa. Let's clinch it, guys. And we do 3-1, so it's going to be a final. Oh, God. Johnson, Cooley, and Pearden. So it's a finals between us and Coyotes. So let's take a look at Coyotes first. Let's take a look at their lines. So Misa, Mays, Fedotov, Spence, Geeky, Beauvillier, Butt, Schmaltz, and Genther, and then Keller, Testa, and Dubé. They have Will Sharp, Huang, so it's going to be a battle between us and Huang. Jesus. And they don't have any of the players that we have. Ivan Kovic, I want to see if we had him at some point in the save. I don't think we did. No, we didn't, so he just went straight to Arizona. That's pretty cool. We had him in the Montreal one. Alright, so I don't even know if we played them throughout the regular season, but we did twice. We won both times. And we do get home field advantage. Let's see if we can get it. Game 1. 5-2. Let's go. Ritchie, Reinbacher, Pearden, Matthews all get goals there. So we lead the series 1-0. Off-field. What kind of off-field incident could you possibly be part of in the playoffs? Oh, they're just going to try and ruin this for us. So it won't let me intervene with Guentzel. That's disappointing. If we end up losing, it's because of that. All right, game 2, 4-3, so we're up 2-0. Bouchard, Hemming, and then McTavish and Cooley all getting goals there. So we lead the series 2-0. We go to Arizona into the College Stadium. Let's see if we can manage to push through them. Let's go 5-2. Let's go for the sweep here. McTavish, Cooley, Frederick, Ritchie, and Hemming all end up getting goals there. Let's just bury them. Let's sweep them. Let's do the AI thing again, because you never know. I don't think it changed anything. And we win 6-3. That is back-to-back championships there. Hemming, Guentzel, Bouchard, Ritchie, and then Bouchard and Ritchie again. Jesus. Just absolute domination. We end up sweeping them 4-0. It's going to pop up. Yeah, so we managed to win in 4, 7, 6, and 4. Jake Guentzel, Kent Johnson, and Devon Levi. Great. Number 9 for us, and I think that's 4 for us actually. So we'll take a look at how many ones we've won. So championship 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'd be our 4th one, and I think we're gonna call it at that. I think we managed to successfully rebuild two times in one. Johnson getting 26 points in there. Hemming with 25. That is miraculous. And Cooley showing up in the playoffs, 23 and 21. Bouchard with 23 and 21. Ritchie with 21 and 18. Korchinski with 21 and 21. So almost so many people got a point per game. Let's take a look at the goalies now, just to give them a little bit of recognition here. Levi, 16 and 5. 909 and 295. That's not bad. But yeah, we're going to call the series here. Yeah, as you can see, we still would have had a decent amount of space next season, and this team is pretty much still intact. We did manage to get Cooley at a reduction as well, so his contract's only around 3.7. It's usually around 7 million. So we'd have him, Matthews, at reduction and not costing us that much. Then we still have Hemming as well, so no one's going to cost us any more. And then Guentzel would probably be leaving as well. He'd probably retire. And then McAvoy, we could probably extend at this point. Let's see. Yeah, we could probably sign him for 8 million over 4. I mean, we could do that, but I think our team's still stacked without him. But yeah, we're going to call the series there. We're going to take a little bit of time off of hockey. We're going to come back in around 2.5 weeks, and I'm going to have a whole brand new series for you guys. We're going to do probably a 1-a-week thing where we're going to do several challenges and just do one season challenges, and then kind of go from there. And then I think we're going to do another one that's going to be more of like a journeyman save, and then kind of just see a little bit of everything that the game has to offer other than just NHL. So hopefully you guys like that. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Thank you for watching. This series has been great, and thank you for all your support. All right, take care.